Okay.
Okie doke. Clock goes down to 0.
Clock goes down.
Your message is marked red.
Okay.
Clearly intended to.
And I'm assuming we never heard back from his whatever thing
No.
he sent in.
Oh, no.
The letter, no.
Yeah, there was.
Because one of those points said this is negotiable.
Yeah, those that are watching, all of the talents that went out of the city were escorted into the second star lifter here.
Okay.
And standing at the ramp, none of you know him. So you can't even put a name on the guy that was.
Wasn't he in the video that Christiana sent us with Tiberius?
Is this spineless?
Yeah, spineless.
Yeah, we all know spineless.
We all know who spineless
I'm
is.
just asking, wasn't he in
He
that
was in the
video?
video.
Spineless
Yeah.
McShadow Fiend.
Wow. We're really giving names out tonight.
If the video was from Christianus' POV, I'm guessing Valisphere was like behind it.
Yeah, Valisphere was bravely behind at that.
Right, nothing.
But he did come out.
But he did. Those of you that actually sat through the C-SPAN presentation,
Yellow.
he was the
Ellerino would have.
he was the guy that said there was no shadow activity.
Okay.
But yeah, he's there receiving them into, and the star. Once they're there, the star lifter lifts off and pulls away.
So one of the ships is leaving.
Yeah.
So
The mages.
With the mages and your children that went out.
and hospitals and
Oh.
so if
Okay.
And immediately heads towards
Tamarack.
Moves away.
if other people wouldn't have known who he was, Ellerino would have. Although would she be able to? Well, I guess Nimue.
Yep.
You're watching. Do you relay what you see?
Yes.
So the question is, do you recognize him, or can you send a video or photo of what's going on?
Yeah, I do that.
Okay, then if people didn't know who he was, Ellerina could tell us who he was.
Punched my character.
So we do know that all of them left with somebody that is
Former Pallant Knight.
former Pallant Knight who's working with Tiberius has taken all of them away in a ship.
Well, shit. Was this part of this wasn't part of the steps?
Well, he is not part of the 501st, but the ship is the 501st ship.
In any case,
Yeah.
it's about that time the clock
Six.
ticks down. I think we've ticked down the clock on
Yeah.
for everyone.
And yeah, before that hour was up was also a few minutes before that hour was up was, by the way, there's a discontinuity to the north that's unexplainable by people, Bayonne or Mantle. Virtue of discontinuity.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt to say there was.
Well,
At the time,
Which was somewhere in the
at the
middle
time
of
when
the
you all
hour.
noticed the world go slightly brighter and sideways. I'm sorry.
Amika is really unhappy with you. She can't turn it off.
oh yeah,
Not was it
Good
just
thing
3
she
more
wasn't doing
times
anything
after?
there's
important.
twice. So a total of 3 pulses
Oh, man.
of the anchor stone. As soon as the gun was pulled from here, the cherub was redeployed.
Yeah.
It came around through the vineyard gate up to the college gate. The other one moved to the high gate, and we got the cherub on the Harpster gate. Attacking Queen's Gate was problematic because,
You're stuck
So,
before
no place to
the-
go for them that way. This they have easy.
What's the transit time for the cherub to work all the way around
Um,
College Gate?
it depends on, the transit time is going to be about 15 minutes for it to do that, which, considering that you're pulling a gun and lugging it someplace.
Right, I'm just wondering, it's like,
They're
is
not-
the cherub there before that? Is the cherub at the gate I'm trying to hold there before the hour is up?
The cherub is definitely coming into position outside.
Currently working its way up slope.
Yes.
Okay. Shoot it.
So,
Also, we are still not shooting first.
No.
Just clarifying.
So the hour is up
We're
and I feel the
preparing,
ground
and we are
trembling.
not gonna.
I came up with one word. It's called.
So you may do anything
Okay.
you need to prevent them from getting to the wall. Preferably, though, don't
Not
use shooting.
Got it.
Use other traps and slow downs. Once they're on the wall, So we are not firing our big
Once they're
guns
on the wall,
until they're
roll.
actually trying to go.
Okay, she comes in and lands by you. And the way you feel when the anchor stone went pulse, you feel by her just because it's
My
not.
tail, if I have to.
Yeah, it's not a. It is.
Overwhelming.
Sudden overwhelming electrical.
Yeah, but it's different. It's basically, you know what all the other people feel like when she lands next to you. It feels different. She has a biome on her chest and is glowing bright white.
She'll let me borrow that someday.
In your dreams.
Dang.
Okay, I'm going for it. So setting the anchor patterns. And I know that's going to take their attention. And I'm going in with the spear, and I'm going to be the first thing I'm going for is the mounts on the gun, on the first gun. I am attacking the cherub. And if the people on the cherub feel like shooting me, they can.
At the moment you're attacking on the cherub, they are definitely going to be reacting.
I can't shake him.
Their first thing is to get through the gate, and so as they approach the gate, there's the whole walls that are defended and well built, and these walls were raised also by Lisa Diane and other mages. So it's not you're not simply looking at
They're a solid plinth.
Yes, they're solid plinth. This is the sort of thing that you would find on the face of Minas Tirith, not the stuff you would find at a Irish castle with some brick and rubble poured between.
Parks is the same.
And so, yeah.
Big old gate, okay.
And so that's why all of their effort is focused upon the gate, because as strong as the gates are and protected, they are the weakest link. And so both guns have started firing.
Through the wall.
Yeah. It's either they have to go over the wall and actually they can climb. With that, they can get up,
Yeah.
but
They can't get more people over the wall that way.
they can't actually go over the wall that way.
Right. It's not to open the gate, but they could open the gate from the inside. Sorry.
Right now, they're opening the gate from the outside by firing into it. And they're just opening up, and you see the ripples of, it's like water on bluish white glass. Guns are firing, tearing through layers of shielding, and you come down. And
I try to use my landing to, if I can, just use that kinetic force
okay.
to change the reading.
Okay. They're make your attack.
I rolled a 5, which I'm pretty sure that's a success, but
Yeah,
with my
that's it.
skill, would I be using my terrestrial magistry?
Was this an attack with your spear? Because they have shields that are up.
Okay, then yeah, let's use the spear. Which would then be a 6.
You definitely were successful. The guy attempted to swing the gun up into you. I rolled a 20.
Okay.
So he shot himself in the foot.
No,
No.
he's not a fumble, it's just non-metric.
He did not. The attempt to catch her in the in with rounds failed.
So that's gonna be 3d6.
but-
Just fear, whatever force
Now-
I can add into it.
What?
Each one. Can I put points of power?
Yes, you can. Up to 8 dice.
Okay, then let's do that. 11 dice of damage.
So, and you're attacking the gun itself.
Yeah, I want it to be completely inoperable.
Okay. You've got a tantalum spear with interwoven hafnium that actually, and charged, it goes through the shields like butter. You may deliver your structural dice of damage.
15, so 19 plus 15.
34.
There you go.
Okay, well that is a durability issue. One moment. The gun stutters. However, that is your.
That's my turn.
Well,
right?
remember, there's basically action, move, action.
Okay.
Are you saving an action for defense, or are you
If I can, I'd like to deliver a second attack.
do so?
Okay, and I'm also going to spend another 8 points. Plus 20, so 37.
Okay, 34 and 37.
71 points.
That rifle structurally needs maintenance. Oh no! Spear into it. Spear into it.
I feel sorry for the gunner.
I don't know, almost for comedy, because now the gun's out of action. Was it in the act of firing when the breach failed?
It was.
And what happened because there was a round starting to accelerate out of the breach?
Could there be a poop of smoke?
There was definitely a bang. I'm gonna roll for the experience.
Yeah, the loading side is on the inside, which
Tell
is
you
the
what,
weakest.
you roll for my experience.
610.
Okay, well it's
My experience
Well-
is a 610. What is that?
Am I experienced?
your experience. I'm gonna take that as a positive experience. Low is good for my guy, so he doesn't.
He is positive. He never wants to do
My
this
guy-
Doesn't need a
again.
face full of shrapnel.
No, he doesn't get a straight face full of shrapnel.
See, that would just put a damper on an already sucky day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is him going, I'm done.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm done.
The gun goes through an unscheduled rapid disassembly, and the shield actually catches. You have a whole bunch of shrapnel that catches in the shield.
And as it's taking a step,
Mm-hmm.
so Pishi's been practicing something by herself because she can't trust that Mystery's always going to be there. It's called thrust, where she has the ground shoot up as she's leaping.
Okay.
But instead of her leaping,
Is this terrestrial?
it shoots up as it's stepping down at an angle.
Tip him over.
And they're not currently. But okay. It reevaluates its advance. And only one turret is firing at this point, but there are men to either side. You're on the far side of the shields from it. But yeah, that doesn't involve what you did doesn't involve the shields, and what you does penetrates the shields. Okay, it is not successfully accomplishing its goal at this particular moment. But in the meantime, maybe there is one that's having a better day at the Harpstra Gate than the previous two that have been slipping, sighting, and having the world punch them. At the Harpstra Gate.
I would like to have accessed Lisa Diane's library and made the whole area as much of. Which direction is it coming from?
It is coming right up here.
Okay, this area here, I would like to make that sandy. Just like quick sandy, if I can.
Okay.
If not, I have a backup.
You can definitely. I mean, you are doing by pattern what more or less Peter is doing by terrestrial magistry. So you burn the power. You are an elder mage. Give me an attack. What are you attacking? The earth.
Well, more she's attacking them with the earth?
Well, more to the point, she's altering the structure of the road.
That is.
My dice have forgotten the way. 2001.
Oh, somebody had a bad day.
Oh.
2001.
Oh.
2001.
Oh.
Let me guess, they keep trying to move out of it.
This will be great for next week, though.
So he just trips and falls over.
I have
The
have
earth
to look
is,
at the table.
The
I
earth
have to
is
look
a
at the
powerful
table.
thing.
There are a lot of things that go wrong
As soon
here.
as I
This
said I
could
see
be
that-
the weight could come down wrong on the joint, and it goes transverse, which it's not made for,
Yeah.
and breaks a knee.
Yeah, it's just something about the leg like goes sideways or something.
We did.
It has 4 legs though.
the weapon
The
is
weapon.
damaged.
The weapon.
The weapon.
So it like
It
tips
lands
forward
on
on
its
its gun.
Face plants and
It face lands on its own gun.
How much?
Good, you're filming.
How much? That is a pattern.
Yeah.
What's
So
the
mod,
pool? Your pool.
my pool?
Your pool.
My entire entire pool or what I currently have?
The pool you currently have.
98.
98. Okay. 9 dice of damage, please.
28.
28 to his leg. Or to the gun.
Maybe classify the cherub as the weapon.
Yeah, the whole cherub is the whole weapon.
Oh.
So the
It is the rear starboard, rear right leg that basically snaps back, and it does a slide sideways, which then forces, well, the knee is supposed to be supporting this way, it's turned this way, and then is forced to support that way.
I'm doing what he did with a pattern on flat ground. He at least has a slope to work with.
Yeah. So it's a
I know.
Working well.
It's working.
So those drivers roll better.
yeah.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah, his driver did not roll a 2001.
Yes.
This guy panicked.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, I got the easy gate. How did I get the hard gate?
Now
Yeah.
you have a second attack.
Yes, I do.
This is an attack of opportunity
Okay.
because what you're facing is not a mechanical structure. It's not a. If this were a metal knee, it would fail. This is a virtual creation. And it's like, if you do that, you see the virtual creation, the leg shifts, it goes through maximum stress on that particular point.
They're my thick boy arrows.
Give me a roll. She's using your arrows.
No.
Well, you said you're using the big, you're doing the,
Okay, sure.
if you want to do something extra with it, the thing about his arrows is they are bayomes.
They can carry a charge.
They can carry a charge.
She gave me a band with patterns in it. She gave me something to call hammer and chisel. And I would like to put that on the arrow and shoot it at the knee.
Now, mind you, you may be saying goodbye to the arrow.
Yep.
Copy that. Do your
It's an
thing.
arrow. You
I have 12. I will then have 11.
The arrows, there was a small batch of arrows that we used that
Okay.
that are
And also maybe burn power to help
they're-
Can you
write
burn
it.
power to correct it?
they're
Nice.
The hammer and chisel hits.
Cut through it.
There is a flare, the arrow bursts, and the virtual creation,
I'll get the bottles ready.
all the woven threads of the virtual creation at that point fracture. And the rear quarter just goes down. And driver's like, it's that glorious moment when you're driving down the road and you see a tire go by. And you think, that's funny. That looks like mine.
Nice.
Okay. So
That was worth burning an arrow. Sounds like that one was expended.
It's gone.
It's worth it.
It's gone. It's worth it.
This is the time to
sorry.
use all of the cool things that we've been accumulating.
So is it out of commission or?
it is
It is mobility challenge.
it is mobility. It's not quite a mobility kill. You do that to another leg, it'll be a mobility kill. And we are back at the slip and slide.
What do I hear? Because I have no direct observation.
Yeah.
Or am I going to skyline myself?
Right.
50
The main
power
thing
unit?
that you hear is gunfire. Even from where they're at,
Yeah.
they can shoot the gate, and so they're just boring into the shields, burning their way through from the position that they're at. They're willing to, at this point, they're willing to take the time to just knock that down. They can't advance, and so there's going to be a real question about if they can do anything past the gate.
Did we set a schedule for our falling back?
Just when we can't hold our
When you can't hold.
Yeah, we got stuff to do.
We're giving.
We're buying as much
We're
time
trying
as we
to. We're
can.
trying to buy time.
I open a peephole so I can observe because I'm not climbing that wall.
Where do you think I am right now?
Hole in the gate.
On the top
Small
of
hole in the
wall.
gate.
I have less armor than you do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
obviously I could feel and hear the impacts on
Yeah,
the shields.
I mean, fundamentally, you can hear, effectively, you can hear the crack each time I mean, this is a blade of armor, effectively.
Yeah.
And so it is ablating, and it's ablating in a predictive fashion. So it's just counting down.
Do I have, since I'm belly down, wow, I am prone. Is the head of the cherub above the curve where I can see?
A little bit.
Give me a, well, since you give you're making yourself a,
I bellied down at the gate and then opened a hole. So I'm looking out at street level. So if they're below my horizon of that hill, just shooting at the top of the gate, they're just trying to pop the mage shields.
yes, exactly. And they're doing it very effectively, because this doesn't take any,
So they can't dodge.
right.
Okay, so from my vantage point, I don't see troops or the cherub because they're not there.
The troops are behind the cherub.
Right, they're not really. It's like they are smart. They
Yeah.
who advance past their hard cover.
Right. So they're basically waiting for the gate to at least be penetrated, and so they're willing to take a minute or two for the cherub to basically burn through all of the pre-prepared shields that have been put in place before they advance. Burn.
I'm just. They're not. I don't feel them advancing because I would feel when the cherub.
When
gets traction.
each time you do that, burn a point of your keep track of your pool, because that consumes your pool.
Okay. I can tell where the rounds are striking, though, right?
Yeah.
Then I reshape that from a flat into an angle, so I can try and make the rounds skip, so they're to reduce the direct force.
Okay. So
Is
just
what
changing the angle of the shield.
Because I can tell where they're hitting because that's their horizon. They're shooting as low as they can. So I reshape what they have so it's
It does more glancing than. No, it's okay. Slow them down.
I'm.
And on your side.
Yes. I'm going to go for the other gun.
Okay.
Which do they get a turn to attack me?
Sorry. Let me back up.
Aren't there mages?
Yeah, you're not
There are
alone.
NPCs who have.
There's at least one other, if not two other mages.
Yeah, and they are.
They're either elder or, at this point, I think they all got elevated to elder before.
No, these were elder mages before they were elder mages. Before you guys were ever elder mages, they earned it.
I didn't know if
They
there
got
were
it the old-fashioned
I
way.
didn't know if there were any masters that he had up to elder. That was what I
I
was.
love how you made us write temporary next to our color. Like, no, I don't think it's temp. We're keeping these.
It's like who exactly can give it back to?
Yeah. No one.
Yeah, they are pounding on the. If the thing steps out onto the granite, onto the decomposed granite, at that point, they're hitting it, physically knocking it back. So they're striking the shields as fast as they can, trying to wear those shields down. So that while our shields are being worn down, their shields are.
Yeah, I've. How effective is sloping the casement? Is that?
It's the nature of the way the pattern works. It has some effect, but not extraordinary. Post-credit scene. We are aboard the ship, aboard the Althorhian. You get a, what is his name? Anselm. Anselm comes to you and says, I have just got a call from Wand, my contact with Wand. The Archmage is dead.
Has it fallen?
No, not yet. But the 501st has the city invested, and there is a sound of gun. My contact said there was a sound of heavy gunfire.
Meeting up with your grandmother is going to be put on hold. We're headed towards hold. I'm gonna go ahead.
You might be able to pick us up at least.
Mount up on Gwent.
Yeah.
The doors, you pull the big doors open, and the birds'
You can still write.
wings go out, goes off the back.
Yeah, I can still run through.
I thought you were.
an old eagle now.
I thought your size was too.
I'm a hospital.
You can make it happen.
I can make it happen.
He is not a big man,
Yeah.
but he has always the way he was able, for instance, to get to you guys in time to rescue you was because he sat there the whole time burning power into.
And he has a huge reservoir of virtue.
Yeah. So
Wonderful. We love to hear that.
Gwent and the Althorin are on their way. Eli. Eli, lama sabachthani.
Have you strapped any clothes around this man, or like strap him?
In order to prevent Terrelin from trying to help.
Last we checked, he was in panic attack and not very involved in the world around him.
That's true.
Time to disassociate.
Have we decided to abandon him and let him have his panic attack alone?
Yes. Tarla has been convinced to leave him alone.
Great, so I'm abandoned to my fate.
No. Shay
You can't.
has been doing his best to make sure that you are cared for. There's probably someone on the ship who's like, let me help you.
I think any interactions with Eli will be non-trivial in time commitments and will require interpersonal care.
Okay.
So-
We will
As in,
boil
like-
that down to fetal
like-
position in the hold.
Yes.
Okay. Word comes to Terrelin. Word comes to Terrelin via what I'm going to call the grapevine.
Me yelling at Lang? Is that what we're talking about?
Next. Hospital tower.
I don't know what are you yelling at Lane?
Okay.
So
You might want to hear what the past before.
Sorry.
college gate and
I'm curious. I have forgotten what.
That everyone is dead. Everyone I love is dead.
Well, yeah.
What do I know?
Speaking of everyone you love is dead.
oh, lovely segue.
Well, we're on the topic.
We're still doing story.
What was your relationship with Sarlo?
Oh, this is in character. Okay.
I told. As I was on the phone with Alicia, I yelled to Lang all this information,
Okay.
No, I meant Highgate.
which she would presumably have heard being next to Lang.
Yep. And she also heard his half of the conversation with Arliss. Anyway, Sarlo is dead.
Yeah. Sarlo's dead, and the 501st is besieging Wand. Wand is invested. 501st is besieging.
And now I've got at least two.
You were yelling information to him, or were you yelling at him?
Yeah.
I was yelling information to him.
To him. Okay.
It was.
There was no malice involved.
I was yelling at Lane. Lane, you bad man.
Alethea told her.
Olivia wants you to call Arliss because Meru and the Archmage are dead.
And Carolyn went, "Who is what?" And everyone was like, "She didn't even exist."
And Brian, you're having a creative and uplifting conversation with Horn. Yeah. Which probably both of you are presenting rational arguments in the form of mantle blades. It's exciting. You are inside the lines of the dragon army, fighting with mantle blades, blazing. Yours blazing blue, his blazing red. Yeah. So that's pretty much the adventure of what's going on at this point.